Hey guys, welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Jess and welcome to my August and September book haul. So today I'm going to be chatting through all the books I have picked up over the last 2 months. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first 2 books I have to show you today I got from my local Barnes & Noble bookstore, and they are Words of Radiance and Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. So these are book 2 and 3 of the Stormlight Archive series by Brandon Sanderson. I read the first one about a year and a half ago, and the 4th one is actually coming out at the end of this year, and so I figured it was time to pick up the 2nd and 3rd one and give them a shot since I did love the first one. The next 2 books I have with me today I picked up from one of my local resale bookstores. The first one is Sabriel by Garth Nix. I picked this one up because it was a bargain. It was only about $2, and it is a sequel to a book that I read a couple years ago, and I enjoyed that one. I don't really remember much about it, but I saw this and I was like, you know, it was so cheap, why not get it? So I got this one. We'll see if I like it or not whenever I get around to reading it. And the second book I picked up was The Fountains of Silence by Aug Sep Haul. I love Aug Sep Haul's writing. One of my favorite historical fictions of all time is by her. It's called Salt to the Sea, and I saw this one and I just had to get it because it was a really good deal, and yeah, I'm excited that I now have this one in my collection. The next book I'm going to talk about today I actually picked up from my local Target. I've been looking at this book for a while. It was really intriguing me. All the reviews were amazing, and when I saw it on sale at Target, I had to get it. So this is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. This book follows 2 twin sisters in a small southern black town, and when something happens around their teenage years, they run away. Years pass, and we follow one of the sisters is in California, and she is passing as a white person. She has married a white man and she has a daughter, and no one around her knows that she is black. And the other one has kind of come full circle and has ended up right back where she started, in her small southern little town that they ran away from. So we follow them as they're leading their very different lives across America from each other, and we also follow their teenage daughters who somehow end up meeting even though they know nothing about each other. So yeah, I'm excited to get to this one. So the next couple of books I have with me today I picked up from another one of the local resale bookstores here in my area. And the first one is Layer of Dreams by Libba Bray. This is the 2nd book in the Diviner series, which I read about a year ago and absolutely loved, and I figured it was time for me to pick up the sequel and just continue on with this series. This series follows a girl named Evie who is a troubled child, and because of this, her parents send her to live with her uncle in New York. When she's there though, she figures out that she actually has some special powers, and she ends up trying to solve a mystery with the help of her newfound friends, and it's amazing. It's set in New York in the 20s. It's got the Flapper Girls in there. It's the atmosphere that Libba Bray creates is just amazing, and I loved it in the first book, and I really hope that I'm going to love it just as much in this second one. The next book that I picked up from this bookstore was After Alice by Gregory Maguire. So this was basically a cover buy. I have no idea what this is about other than it is obviously some aspect of Alice in Wonderland, or that fits in here somehow, but just this was a cover buy. Look at how beautiful. Oh guys, like, look at that. That is just gorgeous. Okay, I saw that and I couldn't pass it up. It was way too good of a deal. I got it for like $3. It was not bad at all, and again, I don't know what it's about, but I hope that I will enjoy it when I read it. The next book I picked up from this bookstore was The Beautiful Ones by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. So this follows a girl named Nina who is going into the city for her first grand season, which is where she goes to a bunch of balls in order to find a suitable husband. However, Nina has telekinetic powers. And when these powers are discovered by Hector, a telekinetic magician, he decides that he's going to take Nina under her wing and teach her how to better control her powers. Nina ends up falling in love with Hector, but Hector might just be using her, and I'm just excited to get to see it all unfold out in this book. And the last book I picked up from the store was a copy of The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. This is my favorite book of all time. I love it so much. I think this will be probably my 5th or 6th copy of it. I think I'm on 5 or 6. I might have a bit of a problem, but I just love it so much, and all of the editions that I find are just so equally beautiful that I can't just choose one over the other, so I buy them all. But this one is an illustrated edition, as you can see, but it's gorgeous. Like, look at how gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it makes me want to cry because it's so beautiful. I couldn't pass it up. It was only like $4, and I said, okay, we're getting it. So yeah, added another one of these to my collection. But the last thing I have to talk to you about today is my Book of the Month subscription box that I got for September. So Book of the Month is a monthly subscription box where their team goes through all the new releases coming out in that month, and they pick out 5 books that they think you will love, and you get to pick one, and for the low price of $14.99 they ship it brand new hardcover to your door. So I love Book of the Month. I really think you should go check them out. Yeah, anyways, let's get into it. So the book I chose to receive for September is Anxious People by Frederick Backman. So this is a book about 8 strangers who are at an apartment open house when suddenly a would-be bank robber rushes in with a gun and takes them all hostage. So this follows them as they are in this life or death situation, and they're all trying to come to terms with issues, and they're just working through a lot of things, and I'm sure it's got some humor in there, and just, it sounds like a fun time, and I just can't wait to read this. So yeah, those are all the books that I have picked up over the last 2 months. Let me know down below if you have read any of these books and what you thought about them. And so let me know some of the books that you have picked up over the last few months, as I would love to know. And I will see you next time. Bye!